Hey everyone, Humsy Plays here, and we got 5 new Gigantamax forms revealed today: Pikachu, Charizard, Eevee, Meowth, and Butterfree. So starting with Gigantamax Pikachu, we can only get Pikachu if we have save data for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Yeah, the Ben Affleck rumor was right. Here is how Gigantamax Pikachu looks like. So its tail stores electricity and is super powerful. All the electricity it generates in the sacs and its cheeks is stored in its tail. In battle, it will strike opponents with its tail and send a jolt of electricity through them, as great as any lightning strike. So yeah, we can see that Pikachu just got a lot fatter like he used to be in the original series, and his tail got the most redesigned because like it's completely glowing now, it's a lot longer. But yeah, it looks good. It's a nice and simple design of retro Pikachu. So it can generate far more electricity than before. It's become so powerful that now it can produce enough electricity to rival a power plant. However, using this electricity to help power people's homes seems difficult, as Pikachu can only remain Gigantamax for a short time. So yeah, here they are acknowledging that Gigantamax can't last for a long time, and even in the games, Gigantamax Pokemon can only last for 3 turns. But it's cool that all these Gigantamax Pokemon have their own like descriptions, so I wonder if in the game like there will be a separate dex entry for Gigantamax Pokemon. I mean, I know in Sun and Moon they had a different dex entry for the Mega Evolution, so here they might have different dex entries for Gigantamax Pokemon. And in this picture we can see regular Pikachu and Gigantamax Pikachu, and we can see that his HP increased by 50%, so I think it's safe to say that when Pokemon Gigantamax or Dynamax, their HP increases by 50%. So Pikachu's signature move is G-Max Volt Crash. So Electro-type moves used by Gigantamax Pikachu will change to G-Max Volt Crash. G-Max Volt Crash not only deals damage but also paralyzes all opponents. This guarantees paralysis, so they showed a double battle here and they showed that both of the Pokemon got paralyzed, including Mudsdale, so this will affect ground types, and I think that might be a callback to how Pikachu used to be able to attack ground types with its electric moves. So Gigantamax Eevee. So you can only get Gigantamax Eevee if you have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee data on your Switch. So unfortunately for me, I don't have Let's Go Eevee, so I can't get Gigantamax Eevee unless I were to buy Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, but I'm not going to be buying Let's Go Eevee just to get Gigantamax Eevee. But I really like how they gave Eevee a Gigantamax form and they kind of made it the counterpart to Pikachu. And here we can see that he just gets a whole lot fluffier. So its luscious fur will enamor its opponents. The fur around its neck has become extra fluffy and luxurious, thanks to Gigantamax power. Any opponent caught in this fur becomes enamored with Eevee and loses the will to fight. Truly overwhelming playfulness. Gigantamaxing has caused Eevee to become more rambunctious than ever, and it will attempt to play with any opponent. However, it often ends up crushing its opponent due to its massive size. And here we can see 2 images of Eevee in his normal form and Gigantamax form, and we can see here he has 130 HP, and then that's actually a she, and then when she Gigantamaxes, she has 195, so 130 divided by 2 is 65, so yeah, 50% increase in HP. And Gigantamax Eevee has the signature move of G-Max Cuddle, so normal type attacks used by Gigantamax Eevee will change to G-Max Cuddle. G-Max Cuddle doesn't only deal damage when it hits any opponent that is the opposite gender of Eevee will become infatuated. But yeah, the only downside of this is your opponent has to be the opposite gender. If they're the same gender as you, you can only deal damage to them and they won't become infatuated. So moving on to Gigantamax Charizard. So we can apparently catch Gigantamax Charizard by participating in max raid battles, but they're pretty rare and they won't be easy to find. So yeah, I really like Gigantamax Charizard's design. I saw a lot of fan art for Gigantamax Charizard, but I think that this design looks pretty good too. And I like the design he has on his legs, like they use diamonds, and it makes him look kind of prehistoric. And also his wings turn to like complete fire, his tail also gets more on fire, and the clouds that are surrounding his tail, and also the horns on his head also become fire. And yeah, he just seems like he's like becoming so hot now, and like there's fire even in his mouth, so that's kind of crazy. And he has the ability Blaze, so it seems like when Pokemon Gigantamax, their abilities don't change, but their height like increases by a lot, and their weight like is question, so I'm not sure why they don't include their weight as well. Maybe they just don't want to specify the weight, or I mean, I heard that Gigantamaxing is like sort of a simulation, so I'm not sure how true is that. I mean, that was just sort of something I heard someone speculating about. So it has a blazing fire inside its body. The flames inside its body have become stronger, and now fire erupts from its mouth and horns in addition to its tail. It seems that the strength of the flames increases when Charizard roars. Its flaming wings sear any opponent. Charizard's flames have become enhanced with Gigantamax power, and now form wings on its back. These wings are hotter than magma, and Charizard can fire them off to scorch its opponents. So Gigantamax Charizard has the signature move G-Max Wildfire. Well, I'm not sure if this move will be specific to Gigantamax Charizard. It might be specific to more Gigantamax Fire-type Pokemon. But basically, G-Max Wildfire doesn't just deal damage to an opponent. When it hits, it will also continue to deal damage for 4 turns to any Pokemon that isn't Fire-type. So it's like Fire Spin. So Gigantamax Meowth, so yeah, the Ben Affleck rumor also predicted this. We can only get Gigantamax Meowth if we purchase the game between November 15th and January 15th, 2020. So yeah, for about 2 months we have this time period to get Gigantamax Meowth. And then after that, I guess we won't be able to get him anymore. Just like how in Sun and Moon you were able to get Munchlax with the signature Z move, Pulverizing Pancake, when he evolved into Snorlax. So it has an elongated body and a giant shiny coin. Gigantamaxing has caused Meowth's body to stretch to astounding lengths, and the coin on its head has also become massive. The giant coin can emit a torrent of Gigantamax power, filling the surrounding area with a powerful golden gleam. There we can see here his coin has like this symbol here. I originally thought that like maybe it was like a crack. So it can cause tremendous damage when it sharpens its claws. Meowth loves shiny objects, and when it sees skyscrapers lined with glass, it won't be able to resist the urge to sharpen its claws on them. This behavior can cause considerable damage, such as wearing down the exterior walls and breaking windows. Well, that actually sounds pretty scary if you were to have a Gigantamax Meowth and it were to damage a building. Like, that would probably cost a lot of money to repair that building. So Gigantamax Meowth's signature move is G-Max Gold Rush. Normal type attacks used by Gigantamax Meowth will change to G-Max Gold Rush. G-Max Gold Rush deals damage to opponents, of course, but that's not all. It will also scatter coins all over the area, giving you a considerable in-game cash bonus after the battle. So yeah, that's pretty cool how they're rewarding people who buy the games early by giving them Gigantamax Meowth, and it's kind of like having the amulet coin. Basically, if you use Gigantamax Meowth, you'll earn considerable in-game cash bonus after the battle. So yeah, that will be a nice way to get money in the game and be able to buy stuff. And also G-Max Gold Rush will confuse your opponents, so yeah, that's an additional benefit. And we've been seeing a lot of these like additional benefits with G-Max moves, like some of them make it rain, some of them cause a sandstorm, and we've seen paralysis, infatuation, and here's confusion. So last but not least, Gigantamax Butterfree. So we will be able to find Gigantamax Butterfree in max raid battles, and we'll be able to catch one. I think Butterfree's design looks really nice. I was wondering why Beetle got a Mega Evolution in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and Butterfree didn't really get anything. So here I think they're making up for that. So its scales release a blinding light. Its most notable feature is its blinding wings, which have grown to gigantic proportions. The light of its wings comes from their scales, which can inflict paralysis, poisoning, or sleep on its opponents. These scales are Butterfree's most effective weapons. So yeah, from the trailer we learned that its signature move is able to inflict paralysis, poison, or sleep. It seems like it's completely random. So its massive wings can generate tremendous winds. Butterfree's vast wings can stir up a wind strong enough to lift a 10-ton truck just by flapping. This wind also scatters poisonous scales around the area, so simply being near this Pokemon is very dangerous. I wonder if that means that Butterfree will get a move like Hurricane, because right now I don't think Butterfree can learn the move Hurricane. And here we see regular Butterfree with 120 HP, and then Gigantamax 180 HP, so yeah, 50%. So Butterfree's signature move is Gmax Befuddle. Bug-type attacks used by Gigantamax Butterfree will change to Gmax Befuddle. Gmax Befuddle doesn't only deal damage, it will also scatter scales around opponents and cause them to become poisoned, become paralyzed, or fall asleep. So yeah, we see here there's a double battle going on. So Surfetch is asleep and Obstagoon is asleep. So yeah, overall these Gigantamax forms look pretty cool. I can't wait to use them, well except for Gigantamax Eevee because I don't have Let's Go Eevee, but yeah, I hope that they reveal Gigantamax forms for other Pokemon who are outside of Kanto. And yeah, I was kind of hoping for the starter's second evolutions, so I hope that they reveal the starter's evolutions before the games come out, at least the second evolutions. And yeah, they've just been slowly revealing information to us, and yeah, the games are going to come out in a month. So remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about these Gigantamax forms, if you like them or hate them, or if you have a Pokemon you want to get a Gigantamax form. Let me know in the comments below. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.